episode of the CamijoKnit podcast. Today it is Thursday, it's August 29th, so we are really enjoying the last few days of summer here in Denmark. Very soon it will be fall, and that's my favorite season. But I must admit, I'm not really ready to give up on summer yet, so happily and luckily the weather forecast for the next couple of days is really nice and sunny. So I'm hoping we will have a few days of summer here before everything turns golden brown and orange and yellow outside. So yeah, welcome to episode number 89 of the CamijoKnit podcast. Today I have a regular episode for you with whatever is going on my needles. And I think at the end of this episode, I will actually take you with me to the dye studio. I will not be dyeing yarn for you today, but I will be talking about some of the newer yarn bases. I got a new base. I did not plan to take in a new base, but I did that anyway. And I'll talk to you a little bit about that. And also I want your opinion on the base. And I also have some new colors that I want to share with you. And the sock sets for August I can show you. I did not show you that the last time, I don't think, because I forgot to bring it. But I can show you the August colorway and also the new mushroom will release on Sunday. So make sure that you get that. Pre-orders will open on Sunday. So yes, what am I wearing? I'm wearing a little piece of knitwear that I have not actually... I did the pattern for this, but I have never published it because it didn't really turn out the way I wanted. And then when I was sitting here, I just wanted to have a little something around my neck. And this is all I could find. And I can tell you at least that the yarn that I made this in is in my Alpaca Deluxe base, which is in a DK weight alpaca silk cashmere blend that is really, really something. It's so soft and lovely. And I did this little scarf in my hazel and an undyed colorway, a little stripy one. And I think eventually maybe I should just turn this into a pattern. But I was really having doubts because the shape of it is just a little too slim compared to what I thought was going to happen. So I think I'll just wait and publish it once I have adjusted this a little bit more. So all about that. I have only works in progress in this episode. I have not finished anything. The reason is that I have finally set my mind on finishing the Christmas blanket that I started during Vlogmas last year. Those of you who watch my Vlogmas knows that usually, if not always, when I do Vlogmas, I always do like a knit along. So we knit something with the minis we open every day. And last year I didn't plan that in advance. I just didn't have time. I haven't had time to just sit down and kind of plan what to do with the minis. And so I kind of made up something along the way. And I really love the idea of doing something corner to corner. I did a crocheted corner to corner blanket. It's actually right back there on my couch. I can show you that a little later. But the idea of just knitting until you finish the entire mini skein and then you continue with the next one. So you have no scraps left. I really like that idea. So I wanted to turn that idea into knitting and do like a knit corner to corner knitting blanket using up all your minis. So I started that and I really wasn't sure about the size. Do I want to do increases until you finished your mini number 12 and then decrease and then have a square? Or will it be too small? I hate blankets that are just not big enough so that when you're on the couch, your toes are still sticking out. And also I didn't want to have to use an extra yarn, so I wanted to be able to do the blanket in just the minis. So what I ended up doing was casting on a 4mm needle. Just with the I kept for myself last year my single 366 base, which is a normal fingering weight single merino base. I chose that one because if you want the colors to be extra crisp, that is the base to go for. Anyway, that's the base I chose for myself. And I started knitting the corner to corner, and then when Vlogmas ended, I ended. I just didn't have the motivation to keep knitting on my Christmas blanket once Vlogmas ended. But then, now that I am dyeing minis for the next Advent, I just thought I'm gonna end up having the same problem, not having a pattern to knit for all the minis. So I really need to finish Anna's Advent blanket. And of course it's called Anna's Advent Blanket because the minis that I dyed for the Advent calendar last year was inspired by the Danish painter Anna Anker, who lived in the 19th century. So that is why it's called Anna's Advent Blanket. And the reason why I'm talking so much about this is because I want to show you my progress. And I have finally started the decreasing. So it feels like I'm almost there, even though I still need to knit up what's like 5, 6, 7, 8 minis. But what I wanted to do with this blanket was make like you can choose what you want to do. If you want to use just your 12 minis, you do that. If you want to do what I do, I want to use all my 12 minis and the 100 gram skeins that is usually in an Advent. At least it's always in my Advents. And I wanted it to incorporate that 100 gram mini. 100 gram skein. It's not a mini skein though. Whoopsie. And of course I'm in the middle of a row that is not very well organized by me, but let me show you. I started here in this corner in December last year. And what I do is just I increase until I have, I think for this one, I stopped increasing. I stopped increasing at some point here, and then you just increase and start decreasing on the other side, because I wanted to make a rectangular shape. So it's not a square, it's a rectangular. So I want to close off or end off with my 100 gram skein. So I'll have, at the end of this blanket, I'll have a huge red triangle, because my main skein, or the 100 gram skein, was a beautiful red. So as you can tell, I have done all the minis, almost all the minis. And I really, really love my colors from last year. And I did not plan the order of the colors to be in a certain way. I didn't plan so that they would be a fade, or I did not plan the perfect color combo. I chose the 24 paintings from Anna Anker, and the way my photo program on my computer organized those 24 pictures or paintings, that was the order of my dyeing process. And I like randomness, and sometimes random is just the better choice compared to me trying to plan the perfect. And I'm doing the same this year with my Hans Christian Andersen Advent. I just dye in the order that I want. So I just, if I feel like dyeing a specific fairy tale that day, that's the fairy tale I'll dye. And of course I will take a look. If I have 3 minis, I will kind of look and see, I think this will wait, but I'm not doing the whole planning of the 24 in advance. I'll just let it go with flow. So if you want to do a fade, wait until you have all 24 minis, and then you can build your fade. It's not that it's supposed to be a fade, but you can always do some kind of color order. And the same with this. It's totally random that we have 2 light pinks in the beginning, and the green and the red, and then 3 blues and the greens on both sides, and then we have like this whole pink and purple colors. I love this section. I think this section looks so good. But on the other hand, I also really love this section. So when you have the whole blanket, all the colors will play together. So for me, it's no concern. And then ending up with the red, maybe I have the red up here. I'll just show you the red one. So I will end up with this red. So the whole end of the blanket would be one big red triangle. And I think that's fun. So you have lots of stripes and then one big red triangle. So if you want to knit the Anna's Advent blanket this coming Christmas, I promise you the pattern will be ready. And who knows what I'll be doing for this Vlogmas. I haven't decided completely yet what I want to do. I'm still playing along with something blanket-like, and also to have like squares or something so that you can tell every fairy tale is this little square. But I'm not sure yet what I want to do. I also want to do a sweater. I have so many ideas. So the problem is actually just sticking to something and make that work in advance before Advent so that we can knit this together. We will see. I'm not making any promises. We'll see what happens. But I have been knitting on this pretty monogamely. I've not been working on much else except for my blanket for a long time. So yeah, I hope that next episode I will be done, maybe done, I don't know. What I did, and I think this looks so cute, is I took 4 mini skeins, and when I twisted those on my electrical winder here, I just tied a knot and then the next one, so I caked all of them in the same. And I thought, why did I not think of that before? I always cake all the minis, and I have 20 minis in my bag. Instead, you can just do like 5 in one cake, and you don't have to worry about what order. And of course, I did them backwards, so the ones I needed the first, I put that on the last, so it's all ready for me to knit up. So I'm really enjoying knitting on my blanket. I think it's so much fun. And I showed you the last time, so I'm not gonna really share that much again. I showed you my finished sock in the lion's mane that I dyed for June, the mushroom of June, and I just want to show you my progress. So I am still working on this sock, and I am in no rush to finish this. It's just my, I've told you a million times, my go-to project when I go somewhere. And then I wanted to make a pattern, because last winter I did a pair of DK weight socks using 1 skein of undyed and then just whatever leftovers I had, so a lot of scrap yarns, and I encourage you to do the same. And of course you can buy some minis. I think I'll do kits, but let me show you what I'm talking about. Because I did a pair of socks, and I'll show you when we get to the studio a little later, the original idea. And I will also talk to you about this beautiful base, and I wish that I could send to you the softness and the squishiness of this yarn. It is a luxury sock yarn. I have had a base before, and I called that luxury sock. It was a merino cashmere nylon blend, and this is the same. The difference is that the one I had before was a 2-ply yarn, which means there are like 2 strands of yarn twisted together like a high twist. And this is like a 4-ply yarn, and it's just so soft and squishy. But I will talk to you a little bit more about that when we get to the dye studio. But my idea was, with the first pair of socks that I did, to use 1 skein of undyed for cuff and heel and toe, and then with the stripes I am doing 1 strand of undyed and 1 stripe of dyed. So it's do you call it heathered when it's like 2 different colors and you knit those together? And it's it just softens up the minis so well. Yeah, I will show you this is this one. This one is this one. This is my pink lemonade that I did my bagnole sweater in, that I love so much. I'm in love with this colorway. And many of you were as well. That sold out so fast. I had to dye so many more. But these are the 3 these are the 3 minis. So you can tell when I knit that with a strand of undyed, it just softens up the colors. And first I was a little worried that I was gonna wash out these colors and that there would not be enough contrast. But now that it's done, I just think it's so adorable. It's like a little candy something pastel-y fluff. And I love it. So I will be doing a pattern and a kit. And of course you can do your own thing. You can just, I have a pattern for DK weight socks, and you can just stripe. If you don't need a pattern for that, that's fine. But some people would like to know the exact amount of stripes and what to do exactly. So I'll do a pattern for that. And these 3 minis are actually in my shop, and I forgot the names. I know this is pink lemonade. I will put the names down below. But I actually did, and I put that picture on that on Instagram, that I had 6 minis. But then I decided, let me just weigh every skein and see how many rows I can actually do with a mini, so that if we can just only have 3 minis and do still a pair of socks, that will save you some money. And if it would still look cute, that would be fine. The pair that I have in the studio that I'll show you later, I did actually use 6 different minis, but that was just scrap yarn, so you know you can do whatever. But I just thought that making a little kit with 3 minis like this and a main skein, and when it's an undyed version of this luxury yarn, it's not that expensive. So you can have this little cute set, and you can knit a pair of, what should we call these? Pastel mega, no, not mega stripe. The sweater is called mega stripe. Pastel DKW stripy socks. Sometimes my imagination will go nuts and just come up with the most crazy ideas, and sometimes it's just blank. But as you can see, I am almost done with sock number 2, and as soon as that is done, I will write a pattern and hopefully come up with a name so we can publish these. But I am in love, and the perfect thing about these socks is they knit up so fast. So if you want to have good Christmas presents, even knitting socks for all the men with huge feet, this takes no time. And of course in my pattern I will have adjusted, so whatever size you need, you'll have stripes that are perfect. So I will be working on that. And I must say that working on these socks, because they are so squishy, I just love them. And I have them in one of my old CamijoKnit bags. This was before I just decided to call them CamijoKnit bags. This was me and my aunt, we started this project together, and we called them Bags by Hoyer because we are both named Hoyer. And yeah, I changed that name because someone told me not to have too many brand names. That's not a good idea. Bad for a business. So no, now they are just called CamijoKnit bags, and they have a blue tag instead of a neon pink tag. So if you have one of these, it's vintage. They'll probably be worth a lot one day. Anyway, let me put my sock knitting back in my bag so I have control over all these minis. And yeah, I was at the summer house this weekend, and I found my hat. I couldn't find my hat. And this is one of my favorite hats ever. This is called Helle's hat, and back in the days, I designed this hat because a good colleague of mine, one of my co-teachers, got sick with breast cancer. I am happy to say that Helle's doing very good. She's very well. But I did the pattern for this hat so that whenever I sold the pattern, all the money would go to research for breast cancer. And I just found the hat at the summer house. I didn't know where it was. Not that I was looking for it all summer, but it was just missing. And I found it, and it just reminded me about the use of my mega mohair, which I did a design for the mega stripe cardigan. And I just want to let you know, if you have leftovers for the sweater, not mega mohair, mega stripe sweater is called, sorry. If you have leftovers, do the hat. Do the Helle's hat. That was a side note. I need to remind you or tell you, because not all of you are newsletter subscribers. If you are not a newsletter subscriber, I can only encourage you to be one. I will send out an email once a week, and it will tell you what is going on. Like this weekend, I will be at a knitting festival here close to where I live in Aarhus, Saturday and Sunday. And the weekend after that, Tina and I will have the showroom open, because the place where we have our little showroom shop is a place where lots of other web shops and small makers are located. So the whole park will be open, and the yarn store, my friends have the local yarn store, and they have like a whole stock thing down there, and they will have a sale. And furniture rooms and stuff, all kinds of stuff will be open, and they'll have discounts. So I think it'll be such an eventful few days, good weekend. The weekend after that, I will be at the knitting festival at Fanø, I love Fanø. It's the first time I'm a vendor there. I always go just to hang out with my friends and knit. And I'm a little sad that I'm not going to do that this year, but I just needed to try and see what it was like to be a vendor at Fanø. Yeah, so news like that you will receive in my newsletter, but also some very important like free shipping, discounts. You'll be the first to know if I have like a special thing, like advents or Halloween boxes or whatever like special edition things I'll have. It will be in the newsletter first. Every now and then it'll be like an only Instagram thing, and then you can follow me there. If you want to make sure to be the first to know, Instagram and newsletter is the place to be. And for all of you in the US and Canada, I have a free shipping thing going right now that if you spend 800 kroners, which is approximately 120 US dollars in my shop, I will give you free shipping. And I'm doing this because I know that it has been a thing for those of you overseas, that shipping is so expensive. And it is very expensive. It's an insurance thing, and I prefer to have expensive shipping so that if anything happens, if the parcel gets lost or anything like that, I can still have a total refund of whatever is in the package. And that's just the best way. I have no control if I send it with the cheaper thing. They'll have no track and trace, and they will just be parcels all over the place, and I have no insurance on that. So that's the only way. But I will just pay for that shipping myself if you spend this amount, because that way I have earned enough that I can give you the free shipping, which is like a discount, you know. So 800 Danish kroners or approximately 120 US, and I cannot guarantee that that is the exact price, because you know, with the currencies change all the time. So if you want to be sure you get the free shipping, make sure that the prices are in DK, like Danish kroners, 800. If you are in Denmark and you want free shipping, you need to spend 500 kroners in my shop, and you will have free shipping, but only this month. So on Sunday, it's that discount ends. So you have like Friday and Saturday to use that free shipping. I might do that eventually again. It's all, you know, a balance of when to do free shipping and when not to do free shipping, because in the end I'll just have to pay for that shipping. It's not that the post office will give it to me for free. So it's a balance, but I'm trying this out to see if that can help you out a little bit on the US side, to be encouraged to buy every now and then when I can offer you some free shipping. So that's a little gift to you from me. And I have notes because I don't want to forget anything. Yeah, so if you are in Canada or the United States and you want free shipping, use the code FREEFLY. I'll put that down here for you. And if you are in Denmark and you want the free shipping that ends I'll see if I can get away to that extend that to Sunday. But you use the code free fragt. I'll also put that down here for you. Yeah, and then something fun, maybe mostly for the Danish knitters, but anyone actually can join this. I have 2 Danish podcasters. They're called Tractor Lady. She's a Danish podcaster, and maybe you know the Playful Knitter, Malene. She's located in Aalborg. She's the one with the piano, and she actually podcasts in English. And they are doing a knit along with one of my designs. They will do a live cast on at my showroom on Saturday. And they are doing this knit along with my yellow lichen rock shawl. And they have a hashtag for that, and I forgot what it was, but I'll put that down here. It's something knit your lichen or something. I forgot the hashtag, which is very unprofessional of me, and I apologize, but I will put that hashtag here. And they do a cast-on party for the knit-along on, yeah, as I said, in my showroom. And I will also, I'm not sure if it will be on Malene's channel or Maya's channel or both channels and how that works. I will put that information down here once I find out, and hopefully I will find out before I upload this movie or film. But I will put some information down here for you, for those of you who are interested. I have promised to donate some prizes, and that they will be casting on at my showroom. So if you're interested in seeing that, I think I'm invited to be part of the live at least some of the time. And I have also been challenged to cast on another shawl, and I just finished one. So I'm not really super motivated to cast on number 5 because I already knit 4. But I might do that anyway. I'm not so hard to persuade into doing something fun like that. So I think if I should do another Yellow Like Nunrucks, I think I will do some more brighter, fun colors. The ones that I have are pretty moody, except for the one I have one that's like pink and like a brick red, but that's still like a soft tones and not cold neon tones. And I think it could be really fun to do a Yellow Like Nunrucks with my pink lemonade. I actually did one kit that's in the shop with I will show you, an undyed, a soft pink, and then the pink lemonade itself for the 3 mains, and then the silk mohair is the pink lemonade. So that could be a really fun knit to do. So I'm considering something like that, but we will see. I will take that chat with you when we go to the studio a little later. But they're doing this knit along. I think it's so much fun. So I can't wait to do that. That will be next Saturday in the showroom when that is open. Another thing is that I really need to cast on something. And I have been really, I really want to do the spring diamond sweater. I'll put a picture up here so you can tell. I did this one for my oldest Nomi, and she's been wearing her sweater a lot. And I really would love to have one for myself. I'm thinking this end summer. I'm probably not gonna finish it for another month, but I just think that it's still like in the cooler season. It's so cute, and you can just have a little top underneath, and it will still keep you warm with 2 strands of silk mohair. And I want one. I'm just so indecisive on what color to choose. I know that I'll be wearing that a lot with jeans. And my new colorway, Famous Blue, I just love that color. I will show it to you. I just dyed so much more because I'm going to the yarn festival this weekend. And when we were in Fiberfolk 2 weeks ago, I just sold so much of that colorway because yeah, it's my favorite blue. So I'm so happy that you think it's a beautiful blue as well. I will show you that when we go to the studio. And maybe you can help me decide what color to choose for my spring diamond sweater. I think that's it, guys. So let's head to the studios and look at some yarn and talk about colors. I know that's almost my favorite part. I know knitting is good, but yarn is just a little bit better. I think. Let's go to the studio. See you. Yep, so welcome to the dye studio or the showroom, and you can see I have some of Tina's beautiful leatherwork back here. I have my mega striped sweater and all my beautiful mega mohair right here. And I just sat down to talk a little bit about some of the mushrooms that I have dyed so far. I still have some of those in the shop, and I just wanted to show you because sometimes it's better so you can kind of get a better idea of the colors when you kind of see them almost live. So I took whatever I have left and I can share that with you. Let's start with the one from the month of August. Where did I put the month of August? That is right here. Maybe I should put a picture of the inspiration for the sock set right here beside me so you can tell. So this was like the background and the 2 minis. This is actually one of my, I say that all the time, this is one of my favorite mushrooms, but I really love this minty green with these coral-like colors. So that is the one from August. And this one is July. I see now that I have forgotten to change the month on the sticker, so it says mushroom of June, but that's not correct. This is the mushroom of July. I wanted to choose something that was the most summery color that I could find, and I found this mushroom. Now I forgot the name of it. It's a mycena kind of mushroom, which is one of my favorite mushrooms, a really tiny cute ones with a little, I think it's like a parachute something. No, never mind. I will put it down below, all the names and all the different mushrooms. But this was July, so August, July. The lion's mane was June. This is the mushroom that I am knitting socks in that I showed you earlier, and I just kind of knit the ribbing in this, and then I knit some of this, and then I ended up with the main skein. So it's just kind of fade, but in blocks. I didn't alternate skeins. I just did a block and a block and a block. And I love this lion's mane. It's so soft and so beautiful. It's just my favorite colors, really. And we have the mushroom of, this one also says June. I think I have, this is actually June. This was July, and this is June. This was a beautiful blue, soft blue kind of mushroom. And yeah, I'll put a picture here so you can see the comparison. That was really beautiful as well. And then I think this is April. Yes. Anyway, this is April. This was a beautiful green. So these are still available. Some of them I have a lot, and some I have hardly any. I do still have pretty many of the lion's mane. I think it was more my favorite than your favorite. But I have, I also think I dyed extra of these because I thought it was so gorgeous. But that is still in the shop. So that was lion's mane, July, August, June, April. So I just want to show you. And this is the newest colorway. This is Famous Blue. And I named this after a Leonard Cohen song called the Famous Blue Raincoat. Some of you might know that song. And I just thought that was the perfect blue for this yarn. And that song is gorgeous. So, and this is also the color that I am thinking I want to knit the spring diamond sweater in. And luckily I have the sweater down here. This is the sweater. It is Nomi's. And I cannot knit one for me in this color because I don't think she wants to be twins with me, even though she looks a lot like me. But yeah, I want to do this, but I was thinking to do that maybe in the Famous Blue colorway. I don't knit a lot of blue. I wear a lot of blue. I don't dye a lot of blue, and I don't knit in a lot of blue. And I think it's because I just have such a soft spot for anything pink. Like soft pink and peach colors are just my favorites. I will go from anywhere between like a powder nude to bright pink. I just love pink. And when I look at all my yarns over here, I just want to take out all the pink ones. But I know when I buy t-shirts and when I buy clothes for myself, I buy a lot of blue. So maybe I should knit myself the spring diamond sweater in blue. Or what do you think? I would like a recommendation because I'm also just considering knitting it in an undyed white. That could be cute as well. So let me know what you think. Let's talk yarn bases. Let me just grab that new base that I got, and we can, I really need your opinion on it. So hold on. By the way, I have this base, and whenever I dye it, it sells out pretty fast. This is I call this my merino silk cash blend. It's 70% superwash merino, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. So it's not a sock yarn. It's a 3-ply yarn. Can you tell? And it was sold out in the Tennessee Warbler colorway. I have now restocked that color. It was sold out in my New York colorway. I have also added that. And then, because I love peach, I dyed a few in the soft peach colorway in this luxury blend. This is perfect for anything you want around your neck or your face, or just a lovely luxury sweater. It has no nylon in it. It is the softest of softest. If you want a little scarf or hat, mittens, anything that's just close to your skin, this is incredible. It is just so lovely. Yeah, that was just, but the new base. It is merino cashmere nylon. And it has 80% superwash merino and 10% nylon and 10%, sorry, I was distracted. There was a big car there. And 10% nylon. So it has nylon. You can actually do, you can knit socks, but at the same time, I'm like, don't wear them outside in your boots all the time. If you knit socks in these, make sure you have a tight gauge. That means small needles, so you get that really extra strength in having a high gauge. And use them like luxury socks for your feet. Inside, not work socks. When I was at home, I told you I wish I could just give you this through the screen and you can actually feel the softness of this. It is so squishy. When I look at one strand of this compared to a normal strand of sock yarn, you can just tell that even though the yardage is the same, this one just puffs up a little bit more. So it's so soft. Let me know, is this a base? Because of course it'll be a little bit more pricey than my other bases because of the cashmere. I have not done the calculation on how much, but probably it will be close to like my this base. But let me know. Would you consider this for socks, or would you consider this for a sweater? Would you knit with this instead of something else? Let me know your opinion on a base like this. For me personally, a little bit of nylon in a sweater is not bad. And I'm thinking, I would love to knit a sweater of this with a strand of something. When I was at the knitting festival in Fiberfolk, I did bring my Suri alpaca, which is the perfect substitute for silk mohair. If you're not too keen on silk mohair, maybe you're allergic to the mohair, or maybe you just think it's a little bit more scratchy. The Suri alpaca it's a Suri alpaca silk, I should say. It has the same yardage as silk mohair, so you can totally substitute that with whatever you would usually use silk mohair for. You can use the Suri alpaca silk instead, and it is ridiculously soft. And so many at Fiberfolk bought it, and they never heard about it before, and they were just so happy that there was a substitute for the silk mohair. And let me grab that because I just want to show you what it looks like compared to the silk mohair. Okay, this is the Suri alpaca silk in my colorway Buttercup, which is one of my favorite colors. You can see here what is actually in this. I forgot. 35% baby alpaca, baby Suri alpaca. And Suri alpaca is another kind of alpaca. So there are two different kinds of alpaca that you usually have in alpaca yarn. And then when it says Suri alpaca, the fleece is totally different. So the fibers are totally different, softer. And silk. And this is my silk mohair, same colorway. And that just changed. This silk mohair is 72% mohair and 28% silk. And the new silk mohair that I just got that substitutes the old one has more silk. It's a 64% mohair and 36% silk. It's not a decision I made. It's the company where I buy my yarn they changed the mix of the silk mohair. So it has more silk, so I would say it's more luxurious. There's nothing wrong with the old base. I can't tell the difference when I look at them or when I touch them. So, and I don't even think you would actually, if you start with one and end with the other, I don't think that matters at all. Right now, when I have both colors in both bases in this shop, I will let you know how many I have in one base and how many in the other base, but eventually it will all be this one. Anyway, the difference between the two, the yardage is the same. The Suri alpaca silk is absolutely softer than the silk mohair, but the halo on this is absolutely different than the silk mohair, and the shine in the Suri alpaca is also different from the silk mohair. The silk mohair has more of a shine, and the Suri alpaca is more muted, is that the word? So it doesn't have I would say hardly any shine at all. The halo is different. The yarn takes up a little bit more space when you knit it. So I could do the spring diamond sweater in 2 strands of this, but I think I'm anticipating, I haven't tried it yet, that it will take up a little bit more space in the lace pattern and make the lace less visible. So that's the downside. The positive is that I think it will just be even softer and more fluffy. So I think I will actually do a little swatch to see what the lace pattern will actually look like knit up in this. Or I can do a strand of each and get the best of both worlds. I haven't decided. Actually, the spring diamond sweater will be beautiful in this color. I love this colorway. And I think it's not only about the color, it's also what color suits you. And for me, I love all the caramel soft brown ones, but I can't have that. Except for this. I think this will be okay. But if I do like caramel, I totally wash out. I can't wear that color. But this I think could be also a good spring diamond sweater. If I had to choose between the 3, what would you go with? Blue, yellow, or brown? Blue, yellow, brown. Now I have a little bit of a tan left from this summer, so in the wintertime I will be pale as a ghost. You have to take that into consideration as well. Anyway, that was the yarn talk. I really want to know your opinion about the merino cashmere nylon base, this beautiful fluff. I had knit group last week, and I passed this around and I said, can you guess the fibers in this? And so many different opinions on what they thought that was in it, and when they heard what it was, they were all like, yes, we want that. So imagine the most squishy feeling in the world. This will be it, guys. This is going to be a long video if I don't stop talking about yarn and colors and knitting. So I think I'll let you go for now. I thank you so much for joining me here at the studio and also at my office at home. I appreciate you so much, and I thank you so much for sticking with me. Very soon I will have 100 episodes out there. It's insane. So I will let you go, and I will see you when I see you. 2 weeks from now, I will be at Fanø. So instead of doing a regular podcast 2 weeks from now, I think I will do a vlog from the whole Fanø trip and combine a little bit of knitting talk and some footage from the booth and the travel there back and forth. Mette, my friend, will be joining me and helping me the weekend. And of course, Tina will be there and we'll have a joint booth. So I can't wait. But take care, guys. I will see you really soon. Don't forget to use your free shipping discount codes if you want some yarn. And also to like and subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. That actually helps my channel out a lot. And if you haven't seen a post from me on Instagram in a while, please go find my profile and like some random stuff just to make sure that you keep CamijoKnit in your role, because Instagram is just being a hard to get one these days. That's all for now. Take care, guys. I'll see you. Bye.